Hey everybody. So here I am in the open territory and I'm just going to demo from Palomar College. And the way that I've made sure that I've tracked every single course that's available is I go through the class schedule. And I know I've talked to most of you individually on this, but I just wanted to do a quick video just showing you what I was referring to. So what I've done here is I've gone to Palomar College's class schedule, and all I've done is I've searched for the psychology courses. So I'm going to demo from psych, and here are all of the psychology courses that are offered this spring semester. So I'm planning off of like who's currently teaching right now, but I'm selling for fall. Now, typically instructors do teach each semester. Clearly, some of this is subject to change, but since I know, let's say Michael Dudley is currently teaching intro psych at Palomar, I know that I'm going to talk to him. He can let me know whether or not he's teaching in the future. But again, it's a hot lead. We know that these people are currently teaching. So I'm going to go back into Magellan and I'm going to go to the courses tab and I will type in psychology. We'll go right to intro psych and let it load. And so there, we're going to look at the fall. And there are some courses that are already tracked in here. We've got some installed base, and then we've got takeaway opportunity. Now you can see that this is an individual choice opportunity, but to save myself time, I do lump them all together. Keep in mind that if I end up talking to Dudley, who then wants to review something, I can drag this instructor into its own separate opportunity. So you can always drag them and create a new one over here. But for the essence of time to move through this rapidly, we do lump them all together. That also puts a target on it for marketing. So now marketing can see this as 280 seats versus one section of 40 times 10. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the class schedule and find each one of these instructors. So I've got Louis Milstein. That's one section, two sections. I'm going to quickly scan. So we want to make sure that we are tracking each one. So here's another section for Louis. So that's 3. And this is clearly a big course, so it might take a little bit longer. So we want Louis Milstein. He only has 1 in here. So I am going to find Louis again, and I'm going to make sure that he's got 3 sections. 4, which one was it? 3 or 4? 1 and 2. So you just drag them over. And of course, Magellan takes a little bit of time, and we're going to keep going. We also want to count up how many sections there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, and look at over here, it's section 16. So I probably could have just looked at the bottom. See, let's not reinvent. Oh, it does refresh, but it looks like there's about 35 sections. So we're only looking at 10 here, so that's a little bit off. So we want to move this up to 35 sections, and it's about 40 students in each one, so we can leave that there. The next one we had was we looked for, let's see, Michael Dudley. So 1, 2, 3, let's see, 2 more, 4, 5, 6. 6 sections for Michael Dudley. So right now we only have 1 of him. So we are going to filter for Dudley and bring over 5 more. Oops, I'm sorry. Oops. What am I doing? Now, when I use that arrow, he's going to create his own opportunity, and I don't want that. I want him to be tagged in here. So we want to move him up. What's nice about creating it this way is, so let's say during the semester I end up talking to Milstein. So if I end up talking to Louis and he's interested in looking at one of our books, I can drag just one of his names and all of them will then go together. So when I drag one, it will bring all 3 to create a brand new opportunity. So again, in this one, I still need to go through and add the rest of Michael's and then bring over all of these other instructors. So I've got Anderson, Thibault, Griffin, and make sure that they're all tracked in here. That way I know clearly, okay, IntroPsych is a big opportunity, and Milstein, Dudley, they've got 6 sections, 5 sections. Then I know who to target when I go on campus. So this does, it's a little bit time intensive, but once you set it up, it will then copy over each semester, and it's a much easier way to make sure that every corner has been swept and we're tracking every opportunity available. The same goes for committee adoption. So this is an individual choice, but it's certainly a committee would act the same way. You would lump them all together. I would want, you want to have names tied to them. So in several of your top adoption calls, I noticed that we didn't have a name tracked to a committee adoption. Please make sure that you're dragging over at least one or two key decision makers into that space so that we all know who to target when we're on campus. If you've got any questions, please let me know. And now for a quick fun trivia question for those of you that listen to this, if you send me a note with the answer to this question, I will give you a special prize. So, what kind of dog is Fife Dog? What kind of dog do I have? What is the breed? Send me a quick note and you'll get a surprise. Thanks so much.